Hey everybody, I'm here for some real talk with coffee. So I just had to hop on here. I wanted to share today an experience I had this weekend and a little bit last week. It was just this reminder of this parenting truth that I've experienced and that I've talked to other people, and I know I'm not alone, but I feel like we don't talk about it generally enough, or at least in larger groups. So I want to share today about how my kids can bore the crap out of me. And I want to share this because for various reasons, my daughter's been home a little bit more, I've been home a little bit more, so we've been spending a lot of time together. And I love my kids, I love my daughter, obviously, but oh my god, all she wants to do right now is play these imaginary games, which are cute when I watch them, kind of. But they're imaginary games, they all involve families, they all involve squeaky baby voices, which make me insane, and they all seem to require me to say the same thing over and over and over again if I'm in the play. Or she does the same thing over and over and over again in the play. And not only that, but I'm not allowed to take my eyes off of what she's doing. I have to watch the whole time. As in, Mommy, watch the whole time. Anyway, so what this is resulting in is that I'm essentially watching the same slightly boring, nauseating baby scene play out over and over and over and over again, and I'm bored out of my skull. So I just wanted to hop in and share that. First of all, again, I don't think I'm alone, but I don't think we talk about this enough, that there's some moments with our kids that we think should be absolutely joyful, right? And I am giving this very special time with my daughter that I haven't had in the past, and there's a lot about it that is fun, and there's a lot about it that I like, but I'd forgotten about these moments, and they're hitting me again. I remember them from my kids were babies, just these mind-numbing, tedious repetition of the things we do as parents, or watching kids play in a way that's absolutely part of their learning. But for us as adults, it's just like, you see the same thing happening over and over again. It's boring. And that's when we start thinking about all the other stuff we have to do or want to do. And I think it's kind of a hard place to be. And I'm not here to share any answers, just some real talk. But I do think that there's something to be said for acknowledging that tension and saying like, okay, this is boring. It might be part of parenting right now, but that doesn't mean that I have to love it. And it doesn't mean the fact that I'm bored and annoyed. None of that makes me a bad parent. None of that makes me a faulty mother. I'm not a bad mom. Sometimes I'm just a bored one. And I think that that's okay. So that was, I just wanted to share that little slice of my reality today. I will also just add that one of the things I did also realize is Friday, having one of those couple hours like this with my daughter, by the end, we had started playing a game of Go Fish, which felt like the most intellectual exercise ever after the other part of the morning. And I started having fun, and it was a good reminder for me that sometimes part of the payoff of dealing with the boring part, of the tedious part, of the difficult part, is that you get these little slices of joy in there too. So it's not all good, it's not all bad. Sometimes parenting just is. So that's my real talk with coffee for today. I'd love to hear in the comments if anybody else has had the same sort of boredom issue, especially with imaginary play or just all the things. Again, I remember this from when they were babies. Both mesmerized by parts of the babiness, but also just, again, bored out of my mind. So, thanks so much for watching today. Take care. Bye-bye.